Hello, and welcome back to another episode of Skyrim Plus. Today we're featuring Lake Ilinalta Shack. Let's check out the map. Here we are at Lake Ilinalta Shack. We're near the Lady Stone, Half Moon Mill, the Falkreath Watchtower, and here we are, back at the Shack Attack. When you first arrive, take a moment to notice the beautiful scenery in the surrounding areas, with views of the lakes and the mountains. This is one of my favorite spots in all of Skyrim, especially around 6 p.m. at night. That's when the magic happens. When you arrive, there will be a for sale board on the left side of the door. It will cost you 1,000 septims to welcome yourself to home sweet home. Then you can walk yourself right inside of your home because there's no loading screens. And you can turn around and look back outside to see what's going on. That's one of the pros of having a no-load door home. You can also look inside of the windows to see what's going on in your home, or from inside of the home, look out. I'll leave a link in the description to a playlist of other homes I've featured like this. Starting in the front, we have a welcome home mat, 2 fertile soils, a home sweet home placard, and a light for night. If it's a nice day outside, you may want to sit on your bench or in one of the 2 chairs in your study area. Looks like you have a mead, chalk for writing, and a book to study alchemical ingredients with a great view of the water. Speaking of ingredients, here's another 4 fertile soils right outside of your window. And then we find the home smithing area with a grindstone, tanning rack, anvil, and workbench. And underneath your workbench you have 3 safes in case you want to separate storage. As we round this corner, we find our garden. And we have flower beds over here, but you can't harvest from them, they're just for looks. There's a light for night, and then you've got a satchel for storage right outside of your window. And then here are 8 additional fertile soils that you can use to plant whatever you want. I planted some new plants from Anniversary Edition. Out back you have a wood chopping block, and there's another window. And then once you're done with the wood chopping block, you can store your firewood that you've chopped right here. Now that we've seen the outside features, let's see what the inside has to offer. The first thing I notice when I enter is the fireplace. It'll be great for keeping you warm on a cold night, and then there's your cooking pot to prepare food. Right next to the fire you have name storage for food, a butter churn, and a dining table. Doesn't that look quaint? Okay, next we're going to go up this ladder and check up the office area. This space is nice if you need a little bit of extra storage. You do have a cool map of Skyrim, and then you have a spell tome for Poison Rune, and then you have a lockbox. There's a mini gramophone like Flockacy had, except for this one doesn't play music. And if you want to hop up on this table, you can look out of here and maybe fire an arrow or 2 at a stray wolf that's on the property. There is your 15th fertile soil. You have more storage containers and some coin purses. And then if you want to come on down, just click on the edge, and now you're back down. There's a weapons rack, an end table with some jewels that you can grab. Look at that cool blue lamp. And then there's your arcane enchanter with a knapsack underneath for storage. You can look out of that window again. And then here's a bookshelf, and then you have some soul gem storage on the bottom. Let's go check out the bedroom. Once you enter the bedroom, you have a weapons barrel right on the other side of the door. And then next to that, if you activate this container, it releases a follower bedroll for you to use, and when you're done with it, just click it again, and it cleans it up. Okay, next to that, you have a storage chest, and then a nature painting. And then, of course, you've got your bed, and there's a small chest underneath that for your more sensitive items. Here's a unicorn tapestry, that's pretty cool. And on this end table, you have a Shrine of Mara, and next to that, you have your alchemy lab. And look at that cool green lamp by it too, that's really neat. And then you can look outside of your window and check on your garden and maybe use that satchel that you use to store items outside. And then you have your closet for your armor, boots, hoods and masks, gloves and gauntlets and helmets. And then above that, if you still need some more storage, you have a couple of additional chests. And then look at those great looking dark elf lanterns, and then look at the slats in the ceiling allowing the natural light to come through and how it reflects on the floor. I love that kind of immersive stuff. And in the corner you have a Debellan statue and a little chair. Okay, time to look at the last area of the home, and it looks like a space where you might entertain others. You've got your alcohol shelf, you have a small chest for storage, it looks like you've got another nature painting over here, some musical instruments in case you want to entertain your guests. And on the table you have a pipe and tobacco. That barrel allows you to fill up mead bottles, and then you have this great window that you can see the lake from. And if you're feeling particularly lazy and don't want to go outside, you can sit on your couch and use your fur blanket to enjoy the view. There are a few urns for storage, and here's the golden bee statue and a globe. That's about it for this one. Time for final thoughts. Lake Ilinalta Shack is right on the bank of the most attractive lake in the game. It's only 1,000 septims. It has almost all of the crafting stations you'd need, a space for a follower, and the best part is it doesn't have any loading doors. I hope you enjoyed this one. This concludes our tour of Lake Ilinalta Shack. If you enjoyed the show, please click the like button and leave a comment with your thoughts. To see more of my past tours, click the playlist on the top left. To see my future content, click the channel icon on the bottom left to subscribe. And to never miss an episode, click the bell icon to receive notifications of when I post. As always, thanks for watching. I'll catch you on the next episode.